Good. Okay, good morning, everyone. It's very good to see you all here today. This is going to be a very exciting moment for me because I've been preparing this for a while. Now, first thing I have to say is I actually have a lot to share, but the thing is, if I share it, I'm going to be here for a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on a few things, very general things. Basically what I do, what my role is at the Law Ting Pong Secondary School, and where we're going in terms of iPads, e-learning, and technologies. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. So I need to introduce myself. Okay, my name is Mr. Paul Marriott. Okay, I always use the term, the title Mr. because I work at school. I'm a teacher, and I am a virtual learning environment coordinator and an ICT teacher at Law Ting Pong School, LTPSS for short. There's our logo. And I'm not going to be talking about this one, but what I'm doing is I'm developing a virtual platform called Frog. Now, in a few moments, I will give you the web addresses, well, maybe at the end, so you'll have, you can check that out later on your device. There's a website here. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm not used to microphones and stuff, but because normally I talk pretty loud, so okay, are we all right? Good, okay. So virtual learning environment is what I work on. I'm a real major advocate of things, tablets and things such as iPad use and development at Law Ting Pong, because I want our school to grow, you know, as a school, as a community, and also as a technological center for learning. I look into application solutions with technology and e-learning. So if someone has a problem with their lesson, they want to be able to teach a lesson in a certain way, but they want to use technology, but they don't know how, okay? That's where my role is supposed to come in, and I can help them with that. For me, I'm very much an out-of-the-box person. I'm not a traditional person. I look into solutions out of the box, meaning some creativity and just ways of thinking. Creativity. And so we'll get into that in a moment. And I've been working 10 years in the IT field. Now, let's move forward. Okay, I'm just going to go through this quickly. Okay, we're Law Ting Pong Secondary School. There's our website. We're a co-ed EMI school in Tai Po. As teachers, as staff, we act as mentors and models for our own students. So we want to be facilitators, advocates for their learning. Okay, and not just spoon-feeding them, we want to help them so they can be student-centered learners. I think Erwin mentioned this in his opening keynote, which was very good. We want to provide an experience at our school. Okay, and we want to be at least e-learning advocates. Okay. Now, what do we do at Law Ting Pong? Well, okay, we're secondary teachers. We teach and learn a variety of subjects. These are not all the subjects, by the way. Cross-curricular activities and electives. We have overseas trips. And we are looking into opportunities through e-learning. Okay, this is what we're focusing on. And yes, we will get into the iPads in a few moments. Technology and e-learning. So, you guys all know, usually in a school you have a number of rooms that you would do your learning in for computers. So traditionally, you would have a computer room for your lessons. We recently bought these new Macs, and we've got some iPads here in classrooms, but we're looking at these two. We have Wi-Fi access that connects all the wireless devices, particularly the iPads. All right, use of iPads, yes. Okay, now let's talk about the iPad. Now, what is it about the iPad that we don't know already? Why the iPad? Why do we have to use the iPad? More like, why do we want to use the iPad? Well, very simple. It's the definitive mobile device, and this is my own opinion. Okay, I've used it. I have my own. I actually bought two. They are very good devices. They are very versatile. You can do a lot with them. And as Gilbert has shown you, you can do iBooks, and it's just amazing, really amazing. Connectivity, right? If you have a Wi-Fi connection, you can connect your iPad to the Wi-Fi. Sorry. Because later I'm gonna have some audio in a video, so I'm hoping that will. Sorry. Okay, connectivity, versatility, right? You can use the iPad for anything. You can use it for taking photos. You can make notes, play games, do all sorts of things. Thanks to all the apps on the App Store. Portability, all right, it's very small. It's not a big, huge laptop that you have to open up and then you have to put it in your bag. It's very light. You put it in your bag, you don't even realize you're carrying it because it's so light, you actually forget it's there. But let's move forward. It's easy to use, right? I know 2-year-old kids. I mean, my cousin's son, right, is a 2-year-old boy, and he uses the iPad really well. You know, and that is a testament to how good the iPad is. And it's fast. You know, you switch it on, whoop, it's on. Right? With another kind of machine, you have to wait for it to load, and it just takes forever. But with the iPad, no problem. And there's tremendous app support, great battery life, okay, something that you don't really get with a lot of laptops these days. You switch it on, if you're lucky, you might get half an hour of battery life before it dies, and you have to keep charging every time. All right, and of course, a trend. We can't deny it, you know? Everybody's talking about the iPad. Maybe next week there'll be another one, I don't know. But it's very trendy. Everybody wants to have it because it's so nice to put in your hand. It feels great, it looks lovely, and it's awesome. Okay, all right. Now let's talk about iPads.
Not from this is a teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about how do we use iPads at Lo Ting Pong? Well, right now we have 20 active iPads as of writing. So what I'll do is I'll just take this one as an example. This is actually my own, but I'll just use it as a sample. So we have about 20 of these, like all with covers, and we use them in our lessons. Right, we have white. Oh. Good catch, yeah. Yeah. All right, you better cut that out. Okay, Wi-Fi connectivity throughout the campus. So we are all connected. It's a bookable resource. So we have a trolley where we can just take the laptop, iPads out. Yeah, because you know the reason why I say laptop is because for so many years when we think about mobile device, a mobile computer, we always think of laptops. That's why subconsciously we always say, "Oh, go to the laptop trolley, get the laptops out because we need to use it in the classroom." Okay, it's not laptop trolley, it's iPad. iPad, big difference. Thank you. I'll remember next time. Okay, the challenge. Now, the title of this keynote is Application, the iPad Challenge. All right, what is this challenge that we're talking about? What is this challenge? Well, in order to know what you have to do, you need to consider this scenario. Okay, now, those of you that are in the school education sector, I'm sure lots of you have been through this before. Now, let's say, for example, your IT department, your technicians, your officers, your system manager, they come to you and they say, "Oh, we've got 100 of these new iPads. We're going to just give them to you, 100 new iPads." And maybe you're the English teacher or you're the Chinese teacher. Okay, so each student in your class is given one of these. Now, the question is, if you're a teacher and they give you about 30, let's say 30 iPads and you teach 30 students, and they say, "Okay, you've got this iPad, teach English with it. We're not going to tell you how to do it, you have to do it yourself." How would you go about this challenge? That is what I'm talking about when I talk about challenge. Okay? How would you go about developing and designing your lessons using the iPad? All right, application. The ability to apply solutions in utilizing iPads for teaching and learning. So, it's very nice to have this iPad, but at the end of the day, okay, it is a facilitation tool. It's not about this as a device, although it's brilliant and I love it. It is about how you apply not just what kind of application you download off the internet or from the App Store. It's all about how you apply teaching, how you apply curriculum pedagogy to this device that makes it worthwhile. Okay? No, gotta find a place to put it. Stay. Okay. All right, next one. All right, so we want to get full utilization of the iPad. You know, many departments, they spend lots of money investing in devices, iPads, tablets, many kind of devices. And so many schools, they have a whole bunch of stuff that never gets used. Okay, I've got to push on. E-learning initiatives, okay? Meaningful outcomes. In order to use the iPad, you have to be able to shape your curriculum, okay? To be able to factor in the iPad, all right? And I know some people have problems with their iPads, so hopefully with a restructured curriculum, you also need to restructure your technical team. So you have minimal fuss. Like, if the iPad goes wrong, how are you going to solve that problem? You need a technical support mechanism, okay, in the back. Okay, I need to push forward. And like I say, what's the point of this if there are no applications for it? So that's where we come in. Okay, let's see. About a couple of weeks ago, we had an e-learning showcase. And what we did was, it was between these dates. And what we were trying to do is we were trying to showcase how e-learning is done at Law Ting Pong School. What we did was, a bunch of subjects were given these iPads. And we gave them to teachers to conduct their lessons. Now, there should be some videos. Ah, excellent. Okay, so as you can see in this video, this is an S2 Chinese lesson. They are using iPads and Edmodo to write stories. Now you can see that there's some Chinese handwriting. It's very good. I need to push forward. So same thing. So these kids are using these iPads to write the stories. You can see the way that they're all like in their groups. And look, they're not even in a classroom. They're not even in a computer room. They're in a classroom. Okay? So that's very good. We're bringing the technology into the classroom, not bringing them to the technology. We're bringing technology to them. And look at this, right? She's kneeling down like this, and she's using the iPad on her lap. Okay? So get comfortable with it. Okay, now, let's see how the Chinese students feel about it. Is it? Okay. Okay, I apologize if the volume is low. Well, these are my students. Short but sweet. Okay, listen, I have to push on a little bit because, you know, we are very short of time. Sorry. Just quickly. Okay, if I could just really quickly push through. Okay, so this is an English class, and in this one, they are using iPads to research vocabulary on animals. So how do they do that is they use iPads and they use YouTube to get online. So they're looking for Lion King videos. What these kids are doing is they are using the iPad to find animals from the Lion King animation. So what he's doing is he's watching the video, and these two working together, okay, they're writing all the names of every animal that they see on the video. And they're using a Keynote to do their presentation. Okay, I had to put this one on. This one I really, really like because notice how it's one iPad and they're using Keynote, but the most important thing, the significant part is notice how there are two sets of hands on the iPad, and that is multi-touch. And that is something that I really love, is that lots of people can touch it at the same time. Okay? It's great. Okay, and we're using Safari as well to go on Wikipedia to get information. Now, I don't know if I'll have enough time for this video, but what they do is I asked them how they felt about using the iPad for their lessons. Okay, I have to fast forward this a little bit, I'm afraid, because of the time. Okay, let's push forward. Don't worry. What I'll do is, if we don't have time for all of this, I will make this available online so you can watch it over and over. Okay? Now, anyway, all right. Let's say we didn't see these videos. Let's get their feedback. So some of the general feedbacks that we got was that iPads are a very good tool for facilitating learning. And these teachers, they had to spend a great amount of time and amount of thinking to go through the challenge of how to use iPads, and they did a very good job, okay? They did a very good job. In this video, Chinese and English teachers, as well as others, right, did a really good job of the iPad challenge. They really showed us something, okay? And they were very engaged in their learning. They loved to learn. The classroom setting was convenient. They didn't have to go to a computer room. In one of the videos, one of the boys says, "Oh, I love the iPad because we don't have to go to the computer room every time. We don't have to waste 5-10 minutes walking down, walking up." Okay, very good, very convenient. Collaboration. Many people can work together on one iPad, or many people can connect on the Wi-Fi to work together. All right, it's fun, right? iPads are fun, fun factor. It gets kids working, easy to use, lots of apps. Okay, what does the future hold? Now, for the future, we are looking to implement a one-to-one laptop program. Now, it's very good that the previous keynotes, they talked about the obstacles of one-to-one. Now, for one-to-one, we look at what kind of problems can you encounter with one-to-one. But you see, for us, it's very early. I only heard about this 2 days ago. Okay, so we are still in early stages to implement this, but let's just go through. All right, 2012 to 2013 will be the first calendar year that we implement this. But we are going to have a pilot program, that being my class in Form 2, starting this term and next term in 2012, this year. In general, user awareness, more training opportunities, And we're going to prepare ourselves for more challenges and applications of iPads in the not too distant future. Yeah, and we're going to get more than 20 iPads. Okay, so we are going to get more. Right. Okay. All the other things, I don't want to go too much detail about this, but with this, I think Erwin or someone mentioned reduction of paper. Can the iPad really reduce the number of books and the number of papers? I don't want to keep photocopying everything all the time and printing things out and it gets lost and all that kind of stuff. So, what does the future hold? We don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and find out, and we'll come back in a year or whatever, and we'll give you the report. Now, my contact details. These are all my details, so if you've got your cameras, you might want to take a photo of this. Otherwise, I'll make this available online, and then you can grab all my details. Email, Twitter, YouTube. My Frog teaching page is here, and we have a showcase page of how e-learning is conducted at our school. So I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay. All right, in closing. Now, a good late friend of ours once said, it's not a faith in technology, it's faith in people. Who said this? Well done. Steve Jobs, right. Okay. The reason why I really love this quote for myself and my students is because, right, it's not just about the technology that drives it. It's about us as students, as facilitators, as teachers, as people who are advocates of learning, right? It is us who apply our own style, our own passion into these devices that drives the learning forward. It's about us. It's about people. And put your faith into it. And in closing, I want to say thank you and take on the challenge with both hands. Thank you very much. Have a good day.